Hi everyone, welcome to another Fairy Tale Fist Fight video. Now in today's video, I'm going to talk about how much gems you can get in this game and also the different ways you can get it as a free-to-play player. And this is because basically there's a bit of a drama in one of my comment sections. Basically for the video where I done 700 plus free to play summons. Someone in the comment section called me a liar because he thinks it's impossible to get that as a free to play. There's no way to get 700 tickets in just 1 month if I'm free to play. I honestly got pretty angry when people accused me of things that I haven't done. So in this case, calling me a liar. So I literally just said, like, "Are you being delusional or whatever?" Because he's just making up stuff, right? He says I have a 4-star Jalal at midnight, so I must have absolutely summoned on them. Like, my midnight 3-star. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're saying it's so certain. Like, absolutely summon them. And I like this is just 3-star. This is a free copy. I didn't summon them. You can see I have 0 shots. I didn't summon on midnight, so I don't understand like what he's saying. He also, I'm pretty sure in that video showed this screen as well. This is for the first top up, right? If I top up even 1 cent in this game, I'll get 1 point. However, right now it's saying 0 out of 99. I think that's like a very like probably this is the strongest proof that I'm fully free to play, right? I haven't spent anything in this game because this otherwise wouldn't say 0 out of 99 for my first time rewards section here. Okay, so that's all very clear evidence, but he is just being delusional and not saying that. He's also accusing me of deleting comments, even though like his comments are all here, like haha lows, deleting comments. What have I deleted? Like your original comments there, then you reply saying haha lows, which basically saying nothing, and then straight away you say deleting comments. Like I have no idea what's going on in his head. So yeah, so I just said he's been delusional. But this actually is a topic I do want to talk about, which is that I honestly I made a video before saying that this game is pretty free to play friendly, but I haven't done the math with the calculation on how much gems and tickets you can actually get in this game. But I have done the calculation now, just to once again demonstrate anyone can do it. It's not me being lucky or me being very programmatic in terms of where I do the summons or spending ages and trying to farm gems from everywhere. It's just from natural progression. I've done the calculation. And this is a very conservative calculation, by the way, because you can actually hit a lot higher. So, for example, for the cost, I'm just doing an average cost based on how much you can buy them for. But every now and then you get like events like Diamond Shop where you can get tickets for much cheaper than what I have. Also, for some of the events, I'm kind of calculating the very basic amount you can take away from the events. If you're actually lucky in those events, you can get a lot more than the numbers I'm quoting here, etc. So this is already a very conservative approach to add up how much gems you can get. And from what I am able to see, my calculation right now ends up at about 64 pulls every single week from like repeated events. And then for the one-time stuff, if you're in the same kind of stage of progression as me, then you will be able to get another 587 pulls in there as well. So if you actually do that for 5 weeks and then also plus the various different rebate you get from like doing the summons, in total, just from 5 weeks, he should already be able to hit like 1043 summons. And this guy's accusing me of not even able to do 700 in 4 weeks. That's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I am gonna show you exactly where all of those gems are coming from. So if you're also free to play or just a player in general, you would at least know what you'll be expecting every single week from this game, like how many pulls you're able to get and where to get them, and also what you're able to get every single time when you clear a stage for the first time or hit a certain tier in your arena or Battle of Underworld, etc. Okay, so let's start off with the ones that is more repeated, so the ones that you can get every single day or every single week. So starting off with the day. Oh, actually no. Let's start off with how much it's gonna cost first, because some of them you get gems, some of them you get tickets, and I basically need to convert them to the same currency. So basically, what I have done is that I'm calculating an average of 235 gems per ticket, and that's based on elite tickets costing 190 and limited cost 280. Now limited costing 280, that's really straightforward because if you go into this diamond shop, you can buy this for 280, all right? So this one you can buy it for 280, so this is very straightforward. This elite one is very slightly trickier because even though it says 280 here, no one really buy it. Now you do have a discounted one here, but I do not suggest you buy this either. The only place I suggest you buy the normal elite summon tickets in challenge mode, and if you go to wizard test and then there's a stores, basically if you clear the first level you get this pop-up which you can buy 3 tickets for 588, so that's like 195 per ticket. And then once you clear the second stage you get another offer which you can buy 5 tickets for I think 888 or 900, I can't remember. But basically, if you buy both of them, that works out to be, I think, even under 190 gems per summon for those elite coupons. Now, whether you choose to buy this or not, that's up to you. I do buy it every single time, so which is why I do have it. If I never do it now, just so you can see, I do buy it. Okay, I do buy this every single time. And basically, to me, this is worth it because there's also the summoning rebate, which you eventually you do need a lot of this kind of elite summons as well. So I personally think it's worth it, but whether it's actually worth it or not, it's up to each person's personal circumstances, right? So this is up to you to decide, but this is how I have been doing it, and I am using what I have done as a benchmark, so to see that you can actually hit 1,000 summons in the first month. Okay, so this is basically the cost of your normal elite, which I'm calculating 190, and then like I said, for limited this is 280, so average is 235. Okay, so that's going to be the conversion cost I use to convert any diamonds into tickets later on. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to talk about is obviously the actual missions and rewards you can get repeatedly every single week or day. Starting off with the daily mission. So this is very simply just the daily quest here. You can get 50 when you hit the highest level. So that's 50 every single day. Then the next one's daily shop. You can get no, this one, sorry, that was an event. In the daily shop there's this discount shop. Okay, you can get 25 here. I'm not sure whether this is actually like repeated or not. I feel like this is regular. I feel like this is similar to this one, which is kind of like always here, but as also this, I feel like this one is like permanent, which is why I'm calculating this under the daily one. But if this is not, then apologies, but it's only like 25 gems anyway. So but you basically get 25 gems every single day from this. Then if you go into diamond one, you can get 50 for free here, so that's 75 in total. And then in this mysterious shop you also get another 20 login rewards every single day as well, so that together is 95 here. Now even if this is not um what is it? Even if this daily offer is not permanent, so you don't actually get this 25 every single day, I still think my calculation works out about right, because there's actually one other place which you can get gems, but it's been more RNG based, which is why I'm not adding it here. But basically in this peak contest, when you click on those sum up, you either it's very for RNG, but you either get coins or you get I think like 10 gems or 5 gems, I can't remember. But basically I think it's 10 gems. Or sometimes 10 gems, sometimes 5 gems. But basically, depending on how lucky you are, you can normally get another 10 or 20 gems from just clicking on those sum up. So definitely do that every single week, okay? Yeah, just click and sum up, like them, and you get like gems back. Sometimes RNG. But so that's kind of why I feel like minimum 95 kind of you can get for free just by clicking on various different section in this game every single day. All right. The next guild challenge, this one is another easy one that you should be maxing out every single day. If you go into guild challenge, if you go into points rewards, you get 50 gems here in the normal, 50 gems from extreme once you hit that many dimensions. So that's 100 in total. Then the next one, encounter event. This is this section here. Now this one once again is RNG based, but I feel like you do see at least twice every single time. But basically every now and then there will be some encounter events popping up. Um, some of the ones give diamonds, some of the ones are just straight up items. Now, I haven't actually counted how many of those diamonds was I encounter every single day, but I feel like at least twice every single day as a bare minimum, possibly even three times or even more. Uh, haven't added them up, but I'm going conservative approach, right? I'm doing everything based on like the absolute minimum you can get. So that's why I'm saying you can do that at least twice a day. Each time that gives you 50 tickets, sorry, 50 gems. So that together is 100 gems. So if you add up all of that every single day, you can get at least 345 gems for free, possibly more based on RNG. And if you times that by 7 for 1 week, then you get 2,415. Okay, so that's from your dailies. Then if we talk about weeklies, weekly mission you get 500. So this is this one here. So you get 100, 100, 100, then another 200. So that's 500 in total. Then the next place is arena. Now this one, once again, being a bit conservative, you may be able to hit more. I don't remember the exact number, but basically, for every 10 times you battle in that week, you get 100 gems, and also for battling 3 times. For the first 3 times, you get 100 gems. So basically, you get 100 gems for 3 times, 100 gems for 10 times, then 20, 30, 40, 50. So in total, that's 6 times. So 6 times 100, that is 600 gems. I think I may be underestimating how much you get here because I think maybe for 50 battles you have to get 200 at the end rather than 100. So this may actually be 700 in total. I don't know for sure, which is why once again I'm going conservative. I know for minimum you should be able to get like 600 here. All right, so this is for 600 arena battle, sorry, so you get 600 gems for 50 arena battles every single week, and then on top of that in arena you also get diamonds based on where you are ranked. Now this is going to depend on somewhat on your skills, I guess, and also depend on how competitive your server is. Personally, I'm just going to use what I have as a benchmark. I do feel like I'm in one of the more competitive servers because if you actually, first of all, I'm in the first group of uh servers, so the first 5 servers, and normally I feel like those are the most hardcore players, but those are the players who probably pre-registered and played on day one, etc. Like if you take a look in peak content, you can see the number one person here. If you watch other content creators on YouTube, you probably recognize this name. He is a massive giga whale. He literally have like almost every single character maxed out. If I go into leaderboard, for example, if I pick on Heaven's Will Herder, the only special character we have, you can see he has like just look how many of his characters are like 6 star and also have Eastern Nano passive unlock. Okay, he's a massive giga. He's in my group of servers, so that's why I feel like my server is fairly competitive. And therefore using what I am able to get every single week, I think that's a fair benchmark for roughly where other free-to-plays are also able to get every single week. So for Arena last week, I managed to get 650, all right, 650 for arena. Then for guild, I'm going to get 400. This one you may get slightly lower because depending on whether you're in good guild or not. Okay, so this one maybe you only get 300 rather than 400. But personally, using me as a reference, I got 400. And then for Battle of Underworld King, I came second in platinum last week, so that's another 180 gems. So those are the numbers I took down: 650 for arena, 400 for guild, 180 for Battle of Underworld. The next daily quiz or weekly quiz, this is another easy gems you should be getting. If you have trouble, there's a video on my channel which will probably help you out if you don't know the answers for all of those quiz. But basically, you get 100 here, 100 here, 1200 here. So in total, that's 1400. All right. Then in Tower of Heavens, this one should be pretty straightforward for people as well. Basically, if you look at uh, I feel like everyone's able to do it. First of all, I am able to clear the first 25 floors easy as a free to play. But in all honesty, in order to actually get a ticket, you only need to clear the first 14 floors because basically for floor 11 to 14, you are able to get 3 tickets per floor. I think I meant to do this either in week 1 or week 2. Like considering like week one wasn't even like a full week. So this should be very easy. You should be hitting this every single week as well. And you'll then be able to get, 3 tickets for 4 floors. So that's 12 tickets in total from Tower of Heaven every single week. Okay. Then in the shop, I put down 2 pools here, even though once again, I don't remember. You might be able to get a bit more. I just can't remember how many times you can buy it. But basically, in this position, you can buy summon ticket here, and also in arena shop, you can buy another ticket here. I can't remember how many times you can buy. It's either 1 time or 2 times. I am going for the conservative approach of saying just 1 time. So that's where I'm saying 2 extra tickets every single week from the shops. Okay, so that's those where those 2 pools are. Then with the ranking, this is another one which is a bit more skill based, I guess, and also how competitive your server is. But I'm going by the conservative approach. Basically, this is what I'm talking about with the ranking. Every single time when there's a banner, if your characters are good and come in, I don't know what's like the first, I don't know, 200, 400, or 500, but basically you get some kind of diamonds back depending on where your character is compared to other people. So for example, if by end of tomorrow, if everything is still the same, I will be getting 1200 from my Luxus because I pulled on him a lot and I focus training on him. Now, obviously, you're not going to train or summon every single character, so that's why I'm not going to use those 1200 here. Instead, I am putting 400 for wizard ranking every single week, and I base this 400 based on some of my previous rewards. For example, Makarov, I didn't specifically level up on Makarov, but I still got 600 for him. And then for more of the limited ones, for example, Razor. Okay, I'll have a lot for Razor because I'm actually training him up. But let's ignore Razor. Uh, Garger 400 as well. Okay, Midnight. This is a good benchmark, right? Midnight I already shown you earlier. Uh, I only have him as 3, so I didn't really focus training on him, and I still managed to get 400 gems for him. All you need to do for this kind of events is just pump some resources, okay? Pump some resources into the character. For example, level up his skills, do a bit on gears. Gear takes a bit more resource, so you probably don't want to go too hard here. Level up the energy circle. This should be fairly easy, at least for the first 30 or 40 levels. And then whack on your strongest magic gear, like whack on red magic gear, and then you're able to get like 400 gems easy for those leadership ranking, possibly even more if you actually train that character completely, like max him out, etc. But a bare minimum 400. Now normally there are 2 banners on every single time, and each one of those events lasts for 2 weeks, which is why you should be getting 400 times 2 banners every 2 weeks, which basically means on average is 400 per week. So that's kind of what I'm putting here in terms of the wizard ranking. And then now let's go to events. Once again, I'm taking a conservative approach. You should be able to hit more. But if we just take a look at what's available in the events right now, obviously the events do change, but I do feel the events right now is probably the slightly worse end of the deal, because I think the best events I have seen so far is the wizard race one, where you bet on which wizard come first in the race. You can redeem for some really, really good rewards. I think you can get at least 20 tickets or maybe even 40 tickets. Once again, I can't remember how many times you can redeem, but I think you can get like 40 tickets. Like you can redeem for like 10 limited or maybe 20 limited, and then 30 of those elite ones. So at least 40 tickets from Wizard Race, whereas I am calculating here only like 18 pools. All right. So once again, this is a conservative approach, but so if we take a look at what we have right now, we have this event where you basically get one free summon will click every single day. So basically, this lasts for a week, so you get 7 clicks. The first round only takes 4 clicks, so everyone should be able to do that. And if you just clear the first round, you have 188 diamonds plus another 10 tickets for the pool. Now, if you're actually lucky and you manage to clear the second round as well, you can get another 188. But like I said, I'm going by the conservative approach. So as a bare minimum, you should be able to get 188 diamonds from the first round plus the 10 summon tickets. And then on top of that, there's also this event. Um, Whenever a character is available, newly released, once you get a free copy from the first 2 pages, on the last day, you should then be able to get another 50 diamonds and also 1 summon ticket here. Okay. Now, there are normally 2 banners, so that's kind of why, and each one lasts for 2 weeks. So once again, on average, it's like 1 banner per week. So therefore, I'm gonna add in another 50 diamonds plus 1 ticket here. So this plus the 188 I had earlier, so this becomes 238 diamonds plus 11 summon tickets, okay? Then the other events we have right now is Guild Quest. I'm only going to calculate the bare minimum, but basically this one, if you spend 500 diamonds in total, every single day you get one ticket back. This everyone should be doing that because uh well you can just literally buy like limited summon tickets, right? Limited summon tickets cost 280 diamonds. Just buy two of them. I already hit this. So basically you get one for free every single day. So that is another seven extra tickets. So that bring us to 238 gems plus 18 tickets. You should be able to get a lot more. Like for example here, like I can get another 800, 300, 500 here, and also depending on how strong your guild is. For example, I can get another 8 tickets plus 1800 diamonds here. But I'm not even calculating those because that's a bit more dependent on your guild rather than guaranteed what you're able to get. So I'm ignoring that. So once again, I'm doing the conservative approach. But even by the conservative approach right now, I'm already at 238 gems plus 18 tickets in a single week. And then there's also this event, which I just remembered. Uh, Diamond Shop. This one you get 100 per day for free as well. So that's another 700. So that in total is like 938 plus 18 summons, right? So that's what I noted down for events. Once again, remember, this is a conservative approach. You should be able to actually hit a lot higher depending on how good is your guild and also whether you have, for example, that racing, the betting event, which is like even better rewards. But as a bare minimum, you should be able to get 938 gems and 18 pulls every single week. So if you add that this with the dailies in from earlier, in total, every single week, repeatedly, you should be able to get like almost 7.5k gems and 32 pools, which in total is about 64 pools every single week, repeatedly. Okay, so this is basically, I guess you can think of as your gem income. But then on top of that, also you get a lot of gems from kind of your first time rewards and clearances, etc. So if we start off with the first one, which is story mode. If we go into here, basically what happens is that whenever you clear a new stage in this game, you get 20 for the first time clearance. Every single chapter have 15 stages except for the first one. The first one is really short. The first one, because it's tutorial, you only have 4 stages. But if you take those 4 stages and then add it to like chapter 2 and chapter 3, which is also really like slightly shorter, like only 12 stages rather than 15 stages, that kind of balances out, which is kind of why I just done 15 stages per chapter. But obviously ignoring the tutorial chapter, I'm currently on chapter 14. If I ignore the tutorial chapter and also the fact I haven't finished chapter 14, that basically gives me only 12 chapters, right? So that's kind of why I started off with 12 chapters times by how many times you can get, how much currency you can get in a single chapter, which is if you do the stages, like I said, you have 15 stages times 200, so that's already 300 gems there. Then you get another 300 gems and also one ticket from your stage reward once you collect all the stars. The stars are very easy to collect, so you should be hitting that every single time. So that in total is 600 gems plus one pool. So if you then multiply that by the 12 chapters, you then have 7,200 gems plus 12 pools from your normal story mode. Then obviously there's the elite version. In the elite version, there are only 6 stages per chapter, so that's only 20 times 6, so that's 120 here from clearing of the stages. Then you still have the 300 plus one pool here, so that's 420 gems plus one pool here. And then if you actually look at the achievement ones, you can collect another 400 diamonds from here. So you see you have 100 here, 160, 200, 260, 360, 400. Okay, so you have 400 gems, and then also you have 2 summon tickets. All right, and this is the same for every single one of them. For example, if I click on here, you can see it's still the same gems. You still get 2 tickets. So this is always going to be constant. This is going to be 400 uh gems and also 2 tickets from here. Then add the 120 from the first time rewards plus the 300 plus one ticket here, that basically gives you a total of 820 gems plus 3 pools for every elite chapter. And I have completed 13 chapters. The first one is slightly shorter, but only shortened by 2 stages, which is kind of why I just said, okay, let's just ignore it for the simplicity of the calculation. But so you basically get 13 chapters times 820 gems plus 3 pools for every single one of them. That gives you 10,660 gems plus 39 pools just for the elite ones. Then if we move on to adventure mode, in the adventure mode, every single chapter there are 9 stages, so that's 220 for first time clearance times by 9, so that's 180. And then you also get 2 tickets every single time when you finish that chapter. So I have done 30 chapters right now. I'm on chapter 31, so which basically means I finished 30. So that's kind of what I have 30 times by 9 times 20 for the first time clearance, plus 2 times 30 for the number of pools. So that in total is 5,400 gems and 60 pools. Okay. Then let's take a look at Perdition. I may be slightly underestimating in Perdition as well, but basically you definitely get 10 tickets when you clear stage 100 and also stage 200, and then for every 10, sorry, yeah, you definitely get 10 tickets for stage 100 and also for stage 200, and then for every 10 stages you get some tickets back as well. So basically, for example, for 170 floor, I'll get 5 tickets. For 180 floor, I'll get 3 tickets, and you kind of rotate. You also have like 5 tickets, then 3 tickets. 3 tickets, 5 tickets, 3 tickets, 5 tickets. Okay, so basically that is an average of 4. So I would say for every 10 floors, except for the hundredth ones, you get 4 tickets. Now I can't remember what you get for the 50th floor because I do remember for the when you clear a floor 50, you get like SSR selection shards. But then here for clearing floor 250, you get 10 tickets back. So I'm not actually too sure exactly what you're getting for stage 150, like whether you get tickets or whether you get shards, which is kind of why I ignore that. But even if I ignore that, what then end up happening is for the first 100 floors, you basically have 8 of the 10 floors, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, you should be able to get 4 tickets for every one of them on average. And then for the hundredth one, you get 10 tickets back. So that's kind of what I had 4 times. Oh, also for the 50 ones, I basically said because I can't remember whether you get 10 tickets or whether you get the SSR shard, which is why I took an average and also counted that in as well. So basically, that basically means you have 9 of those 10 floors where you get 4 tickets back, and then for the 100th floor you get 10 tickets by itself. So that in total is going to give you 46 tickets per 100 floors. I am currently in floor 200. Actually, I should be adding a bit more because I'm actually in floor 214. But even if I just calculate for based on only clearing the first 200 floors, that already gives you 92 pools. And like I said, that is already an underestimation because I should be calculating the tickets I got from 210 as well, and possibly floor 150 gives a lot more tickets than 4 tickets as well. So this is already an underestimation, but I'm already able to see like 92 pools just from Perdition mode. The next one I have is Kingdom Fiore. So this one is this Kingdom Fiore. You're able to get up to 25 recruits. The last three you only get that when you reach stay level 60s, which is why I don't have that yet. So up till now, I am able to get 22 recruits from this. So that's very easy. 22 pool hairs. Then Battle of Underworld, that's another very generous game mode because this one actually repeat as well. I put down as like one time only, but actually, if you take a look at uh I think this repeat. Yeah, there's a season. It's a very long season, it's 3 months, but it does repeat. But basically, every single time when you clear it for the first time, you get some diamonds back. So, for example, I still can collect another 3,000 diamonds if I hit the legendary, which I haven't yet. But for the first 4 stages or tiers I'm able to hit, I'm already able to get 2,500 here, 2,000 here, 1,500 here, 1,000 here. So that in total is 7,000 gems just from Battle of Underworld King. Okay, and then the same thing for Arena for the first time reaching level, if you go into arena, now this one it doesn't actually show how much you get, but because the legendary one is also 3,000, I think it must go in the same proportion as an Underworld King. If that's not the case, then do let me know. But I'm gonna assume it's kind of the same number of gems you get as Underworld King. So that basically means you get 2,500 here, 2,000 here, 1,500 here, 1,000 here, then 500 here. The normal PvP has one extra rank, the Battle of Underworld. It has a bronze rank. So that's kind of why it will give you 500 more than what the Battle of Underworld is able to give you. So for Arena, first time reaching them, you should be able to get 7,500 gems, okay? So that's what I'm able to get from the first time reaching those different tiers in those two game modes. Then the next one is Wizards Gather. So this is another event. If I go into benefits, if I go to here, there's this Wizards Gather one. You can add it up yourself. I added up what I am able to obtain from this game mode, what for this event, and I'm able to see 48 times. I completed them 48 times, and every single time you complete one of them, you get 50 diamonds. All right, so that's 2,400 diamonds from there. Then main quest rewards. This is the ones here. All right, the ones where you can get macro of shards. Basically, I think you can get two tickets, no, four tickets, and also 200 gems for every page of this, and I think each page lasts for 2 chapters. Because for example, this right now it's like chapter 13 and chapter 14, right? So that basically means once you're in chapter 14, you should have already cleared 7 pages of them, and each one of them give you, like I said, 200 gems and also 4 summon tickets. So if you add that in, it's 7 times of 200 gems plus 4 pools, so that's 1,400 gems plus 28 pools. And then if we go into path of growth, this is this section here. Now I'm on page 10 right now. I can't remember all of the details for the first 9 pages, but I do believe you get 10 tickets every single time. But sometimes it's the gear tickets, which is why I am gonna say only half of them is the character summon tickets. So if I'm on page 10, that basically means for 5 of them, it should have been the character summon ticket. So that basically 50 tickets here. Then I'm gonna assume you get 200 diamonds every single time from this. This once again may be underestimating because I do remember sometimes you get diamonds from the actual completion of the task itself. So maybe it's actually more than 200. But let's be conservative again here. If you just have 200 gems for each of the pages and you're on page 10, then that basically means you would have 2,000 gems plus 50 pools from the Path of Growth. Then if you look into achievement, once again, you can add it up yourself. I basically already added up what I am able to obtain from this. And in total, I have 5,830 gems from that. And then the next one, which is probably the biggest one, is the battle order. Um, if you go into here, battle order, even if you don't actually buy this ones, you are able to get huge amount of tickets from this. I think like each page of this is 1,360, and just take a look at how many pages are there. Are like 4 pages for this one. For Petition, I'm on the 3rd page. For Tower Heaven, I already completed 2 pages. For Wizard Test, like I'm on page 5 already for Wizard Test. You can get huge number of gems here. Once again, I've done the calculation. I obtained in total almost 16k gems from the battle order, which is absolutely crazy. So you get a huge number of gems from that. And if I add in all of those kind of one-time rewards I have up to now, basically that gives me a total of 66,710 gems plus 303 pools, which in total, if you use the conversion I had earlier for 235 per summon, that basically gives you about 587 pools. Okay. So this is basically how much you're able to get, how many pools you're able to get. But this game is more generous than that because they're actually rebate events. So what rebate events are there? The first classic one is this one, right? Where you basically get summon tickets back. Now, I don't have the exact figures here, but when I look back in my videos, I know for a fact you get 10 back when you do 400, another 10 back when you do 600, and then also another 20 back where you get do 1,000, and I think there are also a lot more for the first 400 summon as well. So for example here you can see I already get some back for 20 summon, and I think also like 100 summon, 200 summon or something like that. So in total I'm gonna say I probably got 50 tickets back out of 1,000 summons. So that's like an effective rate of 5% rebate back. Then I'm going to take a look at the total summoning for limited characters. So that is this in here. If you take a look, if I dump the first 400 summons, what I'm able to get is 40 tickets back because 2, 3, 5, 10, 10, 10. That in total is 40 summons. Now, yes, if you actually hit 500, you don't get any extra tickets. Instead, you get Luxus. But still, Luxus is actually better than 10 tickets, right? So I'm still gonna count that as, a rebate. But just to make the numbers easier, you get 40 tickets back when you do 400 summons. So that actually by itself is a 10% rebate. But this is only for limited characters, only for limited coupons, which is why I'm actually going to discount this to only 5% later on, because you only half of your summons is going to be limited. The other half is most likely going to be elite summons. So and elite summons you don't get any cash back or rebate. So that's why I only do half of this. And then there's also the summon exchange. So summon exchange is the same. Basically, every single time you do a multi, you get 10. No, every time you do a multi, you get 100 points. So that basically means for 20 summons, you are able to get one of those point chests. And if you do look at the point chest, on average, you can either get one summon ticket or two summon tickets. 200 gems, for example, is just under one ticket. 300 gems is just over one ticket. And then there's actual other chances where you can get one or two tickets. I'm just going to be conservative again and say on average, you only get one ticket back for each one of those point chests. So that basically means for every single 20 summons, you get one summon back. So once again, that's a 5% rebate here. So if you do the 5% from the event, 5% from the exchange, and then like I said, 10% for the limited, but let's discount that to half because it's only for limited summons, then in total you get 15% rebate. Okay. So on top of whatever tickets I'm able to gather, I should be adding another 15% on top of that because that's what I'm able to get if I actually plan my summons doing the right events, etc. So if you do all of this, what you then able to see is for the first 5 weeks, which is roughly what I'm in. I think I'm in like 5.5 weeks actually. But basically, let's just make the number simpler. For the first 5 weeks, you are able to get 64 pulls every single week. So that's 64 times 5. Then another 587 from your first time rewards. And that in total gives you 907 summons just for the first 5 weeks. If we add in the 15% rebate on top of that as well, then you get 1,043 summons in total. All right. This is how much you can get as a free to play in 5 weeks' time. And this is already, like I said, a very conservative calculation on all of the currencies because, like I said, for example, first of all, you can get luckier in some of the events, right? In some of the exchanges, you can actually get luckier than what numbers I'm doing. Also, depending on how good your guild is. For example, here, I just say if your guild is good enough, you can, for example, our guild, we can get another 1,800 gems and also 8 tickets here. We can also get another 1,600 gems here. So you can actually get a lot more rewards for various different events, which I'm not even adding up right now. So this is a very bare minimum number of tickets that anyone is able to do in this game. And that's already 1,000 tickets, okay? Which is why it's very easy as a free to play, okay? 700 free to play summons in 4 weeks, that's totally feasible. Anyone can do it. So once again, if you're watching this video, Blue Dart 9381, very straightforward. I've shown you the proof here that I haven't topped up, okay? And I done the calculation for you. It's easy to get that many tickets as a free to play in 1 month's time.